saw the face, no, no. Don't run away, don't run away. No, these days I'll feel great, it's okay. Here on my own, but not for long. And on, there's another one waiting for you. And on, there's another one waiting. And on, there's another one waiting for you. And on, there's another one waiting. And on.
Hey you guys, welcome back to In the Kitchen with Lo. I am Lo, by the way, you guys. Welcome back to my home, and most of all, welcome back to my kitchen. On the menu for today is some cube steak, my way, of course. Y'all know my motto: cook what you know your family will eat. Don't let anyone tell you what to do in your kitchen. Guys, I haven't cooked cube steak in 20 Sundays. So I had a taste for it, and I said, why not? Let's make these pots jump a little bit, y'all. Let's get it. Let's go. Okay, guys, these are all of our ingredients for today. We have some Tony, some browning, some basil, some black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, a beef pack Lipton. We have our onions and bell peppers. We have mushrooms, and we have some cream of mushroom soup. Let's jump in these pots and make them shake a little bit. Okay, y'all, we have our cube steak here. Now, all we're going to do is season this cube steak to perfection, okay? I need you to go ahead and season every piece of meat with some love, tender, and care. That's it. That's all, y'all. But anyways, y'all, we're going to throw that flavor on top of this meat. Yes, indeed, you want to make sure you get seasoning pretty much on every little bite of this meat, okay? So, we're going to do both sides the same way. Once you get through seasoning this one, go ahead, flip it over, and let's get this other side. Now, y'all, in the background, you may see my grandchild, my precious grandson, running around. I did have him this weekend, so disregard it if you see him because he's a grandmother's boy, okay? He's very attached to me. But anyways, back to the video. I went ahead and I seasoned every piece of meat. I'm going to pat in that seasoning so it won't fall off too much when we sear it in the pot. Got us some flour, and of course we're going to throw some seasoning into our flour. Get that mixed on in really well. We're going to move over here to our skillet. I'm going to drop some oil down in our skillet because you want to just saute your cube steak. We're not trying to cook it all the way. So you're going to go ahead and we're going to coat our cube steak really good, shaking off any excess flour, y'all. And that's it. That's all. Get every piece coated to perfection. And then we're going to go ahead and get this cube steak seared right up. So we're going to jump over here and we're going to check this oil and see is it hot. It's at the temperature I need it to be, y'all. We're going to go ahead and we're going to drop our cube steak right on in. I just wanted y'all to hear that sizzle, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to flip our cube steak. We're going to let them cook at least 2 to 3 minutes on both sides, depending on the thickness of your cube steak. That's a thin little piece, so not too much on that one, but the crust looked it perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and remove these out of the skillet, set them to the side. Remember, we're not trying to cook them all the way through. So I'm going to go ahead and get in another batch of cube steak, and we're going to go ahead and keep the ball rolling because this is not a long dish to make once you get it in the gravy, okay? So I've drained most of my oil off. I put in my onions and my mixed bell peppers, and we're going to go ahead and get them mixed right on up with all them bits at the bottom of this pot, okay? Now we're going to make the laziest gravy ever. I mean the laziest gravy ever. I'm going to go ahead and add in my mushrooms and get them incorporated right on in. Now, I could have easily shook some flour on top of this, got me some beef broth, went on ahead and just made it from scratch. I just didn't feel like doing that today, y'all, to be honest with you. So, baby, look, listen. I went and got some cream of mushroom soup, okay? And it's the same thing, long as that cube steak get marinated on in this gravy, okay? I added it to the skillet. We're going to get all that mixed on in with our vegetables. I did 1 cup of water. Now it's up to you on how thick or how thin you want your gravy. You may want to use 1.5 cups. It's up to you. I just used 1 cup of water, but feel free to use beef broth, veggie broth, or whatever floats your boat. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get that mixed on in really, really well, y'all. Once I get that mixed in really well, I'm going to come in with some browning. This is optional, but I like my gravy a little dark like me, okay? So I always add browning into my gravy. It's optional, guys. You don't have to. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get all that combined and mixed in really well, y'all. Now, look, listen. You know you got to have some flavor on everything in my kitchen, okay? Because you know what they say. If you're not sneezing, it definitely ain't seasoned. Put some flavor on your food, okay? So anyways, I added some seasoning. I'm going to add in that Lipton beef pack, and we're going to get that mixed on in, y'all. We have to have some flavor on every bite, okay? So once I get that mixed on in and get all that incorporated really good, y'all, we're going to go ahead and start adding in our meat, you guys. Yes, indeed. Look at that gravy. Who said you ain't make it from scratch? I'll wait. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and add in our meat. And this ball is on the road, okay? We almost to the finish line at this point, okay? But anyways, once you go ahead, and don't forget them drippings. Get them drippings, okay? Once you add in everything, you want to make sure you cover every piece of meat with the gravy. You don't want anything to be uncovered without gravy, okay? So go ahead and just scrape that gravy and just put it on top, okay? And then we're going to just put a lid on it, and we're going to allow this to cook, y'all, for about an hour. I like my cube steak tender to the touch, okay? So we're going to give this about an hour, and that's it. That's all, y'all. Look how good that's looking. Yes, indeedy. We're going to put a lid on it, y'all, and we're going to let it go. Sit back and relax and allow it to cook, guys. Look at that pot. Yes, indeed. Simple and easy, y'all. So an hour has went by, y'all. I am going to go ahead and check our pot. I know my meat is tender to the touch. I'm going to get a piece out, get a little piece in a bowl, and let's see, can this fork go ahead and just cut it right on through, okay? Yes, indeed, y'all, it is ready to go. I'm going to plate it up for you guys. I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for rolling with me, hanging with me, and I will talk to y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.